Did you know Viagra makes flowers stand up for a week? Or that selfies kill more people than sharks do? Facts like these are all around us. You just need to know where to look. Lucky for you, we've compiled some of the most interesting knowledge from science, medicine, history, and culture. Hi everyone, welcome to Unknown Word channel, where we uncover the strangest and most unbelievable facts that will blow your mind. If you're into fascinating discoveries and incredible stories, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a moment of this amazing journey. Join us as we dive into incredible facts that make you question everything. Number 1. The modern salute came from French knights. Before it was used by militaries all over the world, the modern salute was developed by French knights in the Middle Ages. Given the danger of encountering an enemy, they needed to come up with a way to signal that there was no intention to attack. They would use their right hand to lift their helmets and reveal their face, basically saying, "Look into my eyes. Don't worry about me." It also showed that there was no weapon in their hand. Over time, the movement of the hand became more important than the removing of the helmet. And even though we don't dress up in 50 pounds of metal armor anymore, the salute has survived. Number 2. 12,000 trees supply toilet paper every day. Ever wonder where toilet paper comes from? Now, just like regular paper, it starts off as trees. And when you start to think about how many people there are in the world, plus the fact that 36 billion rolls of toilet paper are used each year in the US alone, you realize a lot of trees are used in the process. How many? About 27,000 per day are cut down. Maybe it's time for us to get a little fancy and all start using of a day instead. Think this is crazy? Just wait, because the next fact is even more mind-blowing. Number 3. A woman survived a 56-degree body temperature. When Anna Bønnekam visited Norway in 1999, she never imagined that she would break a world record for all the wrong reasons. While skiing, she fell through an ice sheet and quickly became trapped. It took almost 2 hours for rescue teams to find her, and by then there was very little hope. Her heart had stopped, and her internal body temperature was 56.6 degrees Fahrenheit, lower than anyone ever treated before. After being taken to the hospital by helicopter, her heart miraculously started again. She made a full recovery, eventually visiting the hospital that saved her to thank the doctors and nurses, and she even began working there in 2009. Number 4. Using hands-free devices is as dangerous as drunk driving. It's tempting to check your phone while cruising around in the car, but don't. Distracted driving cost over 3,500 deaths in 2021. What you might not know is that those numbers include using hands-free devices. Research showed that these could be as bad or even more dangerous than drunk driving. Even if your device is hands-free, you're still 4 times more likely to get into an accident. They take away your attention, not just our eyesight, but our mental attention, meaning that we can see hazards as well. Number 5. Your body produces 6 cups of mucus every day. We don't want to scare you off, but let's talk about mucus. It may sound disgusting, but it's vital to how your body functions. It lubricates the insides of your body and stops things from getting into your lungs. Whenever you get a runny nose, it's your body trying to clean itself of any harmful bacteria. That's why the nose and throat make up about 6 cups of it a day. Number 6. Ambulances in Delhi. For trees, the best place to live is probably in Delhi, India. For any tree that's sick or injured, there is a special tree ambulance that responds. It comes stocked with all the medicine a tree could need. Insecticides, pesticides, fungicides, you name it. They've got it. The team working in the ambulance has been trained by the Forest Research Institute to diagnose and treat all kinds of problems. They give a whole new meaning to tree surgeon. Think that was weird? The next fact is gonna blow your mind. Number 7. Tree bark was used as aspirin. What did people do when there was no store-bought medicine to relieve their pain? Well, they turned to natural remedies like the bark of willow tree. For more than 3,000 years, people have used this like a natural aspirin. It contains the ingredients salicin, which can relieve pain and reduce inflammation. In fact, you can still buy willow bark extracts in health shops today, but they're generally much less effective than aspirin. Number 8. Stalingrad killed more than Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It's difficult to wrap our heads around just how bloody World War II was. Before the US dropped nuclear bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the Battle of Stalingrad ended with a body count almost 10 times that number. It's viewed as one of the most important battles in defeating Nazi Germany, but it took a huge sacrifice. After more than 5 months of fighting, an estimated 1.9 million people had died, including more civilians than Hiroshima and Nagasaki combined. Number 9. A scientist has her taste buds insured for £1 million. How good is your sense of taste? Well, probably nowhere near the level of a woman named Holly Curtis who works for the British chocolate company Cadbury. Her job is to develop new flavors, which she says involve scientific experiments like testing the melting temperature plus a lot of tasting. Is that really a job? Well, apparently a bank in England thinks that it is so much, so that they agreed to insure her taste buds for up to £1 million, or about $1.7 million. Have you ever heard of the most poisonous and deadliest plants in the world? If not, stay tuned, cause this one will shock you. Number 10. A water dropwort is highly poisonous. There's nothing funny about a hemlock water dropwort, the most dangerous plant in the United Kingdom. In 2019, a man quickly died when he mistook it for parsley. But what happens after that might be even scarier, because it affects the way the body's muscle work. After the person has already died, they're left smiling, something that's being called a sardonic grin. Number 11. Paracetamol reduces empathy. That's right. The main ingredients used in paracetamol, called acetaminophen, makes you less likely to empathize with other people's pain. One experiment gave it to a group of people and recorded that their own sensitivity to loud noises was reduced. But so was their understanding of how sensitive other people might be. In other words, if we feel better, we quickly forget about people who might be in pain. Number 12. Smells can predict schizophrenia. The most serious symptoms of schizophrenia are hallucinations, paranoia, difficulty in organizing thoughts. However, it might be possible to detect the early stages of the illness years before these symptoms surface. Research found that people who have a very poor sense of smell develop schizophrenia or other mental illnesses. Scientists have known for decades that smell is related to mental illness, and now it could be used to help diagnose them. Number 13. More than 90% of survivors of 9/11 say to save their work. Sometimes it can feel like work is your entire life, but in the case of an emergency, it should be the last thing on your mind. For hundreds of survivors of the 9/11 attack, their commitment to the office almost cost them their lives. A survey found that over 90% of survivors didn't evacuate immediately, but instead stayed to save their work and properly shut down their computers. For some people, this meant a delay of around half an hour. at a time when every second counted. So, which of these was your favorite fact? Let us know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and check out our social medias. Take care.